Okie dokie, the special meeting of the AADUSD Board of Trustees is called to order on March 26th, 2026 at 7 o'clock p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mazer.
Brianna Taxoni here. Agenda for the special board meeting of March 26th. I'll go ahead and move it in.
I'll second.
Dr. Sahakian.
Thank you, Ms. Taxoni. We do have an addendum to the agenda. It is item 11A. We have an April 1st filing deadline with the FCC for an E-rate application for internet access for the district. This was added after posting on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion? Call for question. All those in favor?
Mazer.
Brianna Taxoni, aye, with 2 absent. 2A, public participation.
There are none at this time. Thank you.
All right. 3A, closed session discussion items. We may discuss conference with labor negotiators, public employee discussion, discipline, dismissal, release, conference with legal counsel, and/or student matters. 3B, adjourn to closed session. I'll go ahead and move. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Mazer.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. We are adjourned to closed session at 7:02 p.m. Special board meeting of March 26, 2026 will reconvene at 7:31 PM. Flag salute. Autumn, can you lead us in the flag salute, please?
Yes, please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ken, can you please read the civility statement?
When conducting the district's business, we will strive to communicate clearly and concisely with respect for the time of others, listen objectively, carefully considering the opinions of others, understand the counterproductive effects of disruptive, demeaning, and intimidating behaviors, understand and respect district policies and procedures, and maintain a respect for the rich history of the district and the efforts of others who have served in the past.
Thank you. 5A, report of action taken in closed session. There was no action taken in closed session. 6, public comments, recognition, and reports.
There are no public comments at this time.
Thank you. 7, correspondence, proposals, reports. A, ADA representative. B, CSCA representative. Student representative to the board.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start off at Little Owls Learning Center. Our TK and kindergarten classes had their awards ceremonies on Wednesday, and it was well attended by parents. Thank you to PTSO for providing refreshments for the audience. Both Little Owls and Meadowlark wrapped up their second round of parent-teacher conferences, and they're getting ready for spring break. Coming up, today was the awards ceremony for 1st through 4th graders at Meadowlark. Both ceremonies were very well attended, and thank you for PTO for providing refreshments. Moving on to High Desert. This meeting, I'd like to highlight Mrs. Christine Beaumont. We're so grateful for her dedication at High Desert. As High Desert Booster President, she's very supportive of all our programs, and as a staff member, she encourages all the students to be their best. Yesterday, March 25th, was a Medal of Honor Day, and third quarter Medal of Honor awards were Monday, March 23rd. Last Friday, March 20th, the amazing counseling team discussed with parents how they can help reduce testing anxiety for students as we enter the state testing season. Wednesday, March 18th was Arts and Exploration Day. There were 14 presenters, and the students got to explore all different kinds of art mediums. Thank you so much to our High Desert staff, the community, and Vasquez High School's Mr. McKelvey, Mrs. Lundquist, and Mrs. Owens for providing sessions for the students. Upcoming events from March 31st to April 3rd, 31 of the amazing 5th graders will get to go to outdoor science school with Mrs. Higdon and Mrs. Bonola. Very exciting. During spring break, Mrs. Alfred Walsh will be taking a group of 7th and 8th graders to Washington, D.C. and New York. We're very excited for them to explore the East Coast and to learn all about the history of our great nation. Moving on to athletics, March 17th, the High Desert boys varsity soccer team made history with the first ever championship appearance. Congrats on an amazing finish and an amazing season. Big thank you to coaches Anthony Sines and Jake Van Ornum for all their leadership and dedication. Also, we want to celebrate our girls varsity soccer team for their outstanding season and finishing second place this year. Thank you to our coaches, Pat Tucker, Madison Graff, and Matt Prosser for their hard work and support. We're very proud of all our athletes for their commitment, the teamwork, and their High Desert pride. Games for JV flag football have started, and everyone is invited to come cheer on our students. And thank you so much to maintenance, especially Mark, for making our field look so great. There's 2 JV girl volleyball team this year because tryouts were so popular, which is great. Games are primarily Tuesdays and Thursdays, and everyone's invited to head down to the NPR to cheer on the girls. Next at Vasquez, past events, March 18th, we had an ELAC meeting which was held to support parents of students learning English as a second language. Monday, March 23rd, our National Honor Society visited Little Owls Learning Center to participate in science activities. Tomorrow, Friday, March 27th, the Science National Honor Society is taking a field trip to the Science Center, and ASB is doing their yearly retreat at Disneyland. Regarding athletics, baseball is positioned for a playoff run and continues to compete at a very high level. Softball's been having a great year and appears to be on track for securing another league title. Track and field is in the middle of their season. Our athletes are working hard on qualifying for the CIF competition. Swim has been competing in multiple meets this season, and the swimmers are aiming at qualifying for the CIF preliminaries. I want to shout out Connor Morris for already qualifying for CIF in the 100-meter backstroke and his high speed and overall events. On behalf of the Vasquez High School, I'd like to give a big shout out to Maintenance Director Ernesto Mora for his leadership, professionalism, and dedication to our campus. He is highly responsive, communicates frequently, and is consistently problem-solving to support school operations, including athletic transportation needs, which is really important for our athletic programs. We are very fortunate to have him as part of our team. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. I love hearing that our soccer team made history and all that, but I think what's super cool is the two coaches that made that happen are alumni, Anthony and Jacob.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I love hearing and seeing in our PAR and seeing them out on the field when our alumni come back and give back and coach our kids. And they're not the first ones, but those are two kids that my kids grew up with. So
Yeah.
very cool. Thank you for sharing that. D, superintendent report.
Thank you. Just a quick update connected to our strategic plan goal number 1, student achievement. Autumn briefly touched upon the testing season that's coming up. We are approaching the CASP testing season, including the Smarter Balance assessments, when students across LA County will have the opportunity to show what they've learned throughout this academic year in English language arts and in math. I want to thank our teachers for the great work they've done preparing our students throughout this academic year. Through strong instruction, regular check-ins, and support for student needs, they've helped set students up for success. Our site principals have also played an important role in making sure each school is ready. With the support of Ed Services team led by Dr. Chamberlain, thank you, Dr. Chamberlain, tools like IABs, the informal assessment blocks, and the iReady assessments have helped guide instruction and monitor progress throughout this academic year. We're proud of our students and grateful for the team effort behind this all. Wishing everyone a smooth and successful testing season. Thank you.
Thank you. E, facilities finance subcommittee report.
For the Facilities Finance Subcommittee, we talked about the Little Owls phone system and what would work best. So I think they're going to bring that to the board the next meeting. We also talked about the draft lease agreement for iLead, and there are some suggestions on changes, so that will be implemented. We also talked about bus leasing options and how much money it'll save the district by leasing buses compared to fixing our pre-existing buses. They're going to look at a couple more options of buses, and after that, we should be able to bring it to the board for vote to try and get these new buses in place. We also talked about the high desert roofs and getting those replaced over the summer. And we went over the facilities projects updates and where we're at with that. So that's pretty much what we have for the Facilities and Finance Committee.
Thank you. F, education subcommittee report. We did meet today. Thank you so much to our student rep Autumn for attending, and to our High Desert and Vasquez principals for attending. It was a good meeting. So We did talk about attendance and improvements in attendance, and Dr. Chamberlain gave us an update on where we're at with our chronic absenteeism and the rate dropping there, and how our attendance has increased, and what that looks like in a monetary value. So I know that attendance, and I'll be the first to say attendance isn't all about money. It does equate to money, but it's not all about money. It's also going to increase our test scores and increase student learning and increase relationships built on campuses and all kinds of good stuff when students attend school on a regular basis. So getting up the ADA, raising our ADA, raising our attendance rates is just good all around. So if you do want to see what that looks like in a monetary value, go ahead and go watch that. Go ahead and go watch that meeting. It was very eye-opening. It's kind of a lot. So good job to our parents for getting kids to school, and teachers and staff and office staff and principals, just everybody working on that constant improvement. It's just fantastic to see that it's working. So that's cool. We also had an LCAP update. Not as exciting, but it was still pretty cool. So thank you very much to Dr. Chamberlain for putting both of those reports together. We do have a request from our student representative to bring to our Ed subcommittee for future agenda items. She would like to discuss social emotional learning and school start times. So she's putting together some cool things to talk about there and a presentation for us to discuss. And then also graduation and CTE requirements. And that's all. We have our next meeting will be April 23rd at 4 p.m. G, Policy and Management Subcommittee report.
Board Member Klaus will give the report.
So regarding our current policy for the public to participate from the podium, we are keeping that. And regarding high school requirements, there is no update. All high school requirements are currently in practice at Vasquez High School.
Hang on.
Uh, 7H, submissions.
There are no submissions this evening. Thanks.
Thank you. 8A, approval consent calendar items 8B through 8I. I'll go ahead and move that in. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Dr. Sahakian?
Thank you. If there are any items that I could go ahead and elaborate on, if I could go ahead and just mention for 8F, Acton Women's Club grants. Thank you once again to our partners, the Acton Women's Club. Their generosity and support is sincerely appreciated by all. We do appreciate all that you do for each and every one of our schools. Thank you, Acton Women's Club.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for question. All those in favor?
Klaus, aye.
Valdrop, aye.
Mays, aye.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. 9A, Personnel Report 25-26.12. I'll move it in. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Dr. Sahakian?
There are no changes to the PAR report for March 26, 26.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, call for question. All those in favor?
Valdrop, aye.
Mays, aye.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. 9B, Approval District Calendar 2026-27. I'll move it in.
I'll second.
Thank you. In collaboration with ADA, we are recommending that the board approve the 26-27 district calendar. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, call for question.
Klaus, aye.
Valdrop, aye.
Mays, aye.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. 10A, approval memorandum of understanding 2025-26 school year with California School Climate, Health, and Learning Surveys. I'll move it in. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Every other year, we survey our students, staff, and parents on school climate, safety, and learning through the California Healthy Kids Survey, otherwise known as CHICS for short. The approximate cost is about $2,000, which will be paid out of one of our existing grants from Department of Justice. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, call for question. All those in favor?
Klaus, aye.
Mays, aye.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. 11A, approval E-rate proposal for internet and WAN district-wide. I'll move it in.
I'll second.
Tonight, we have two quotes presented along with backing documents that are attached to the agenda. First, to continue our managed internet access through LACO, Los Angeles County Office of Education. In addition, to continue our spectrum network of services between the district and our school sites. The two proposals in the amount of $254,000 through LACO and $121,000 for spectrum will be reduced by 80% due to our E-rate application. And both proposal amounts are attached to the agenda this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, call for question.
Klaus, aye.
Mays, aye.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. And board comments. Mr. Falsgraf?
Thank you. Everyone enjoy their spring break. That will be the reason we don't have the next meeting. And then remember, once you get back, you're at the end of the game. You'll be running to the end of the year. Watch your grades, watch your performance, watch your attitude, and make sure you finish the year strong. Bill.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody who showed up. Thank you for everybody online. Have a great spring break, and we will see you when we get back.
And I was just going to comment on spring break too. So ditto to what Mr. Falsgraf and Mr. Mays said, and that's all I have. 13 calendar, like Mr. Falsgraf mentioned, we do not have a board meeting the second Thursday of April. So we do have our next board meeting April 23rd, and then moving into May 14th and May 28th. Future agenda items. At this point, we don't have anything on our list of future agenda items. Do you guys have anything you would like to add?
No.
Hearing none, it's recommended we adjourn the board meeting at 7:49. I'll move that in. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Call for question. All those in favor?
Klaus, aye.
Falsgraf, aye.
Mays, aye.
Brianna Taxoni, aye. Thank you very much.
It's quick. You did it.